What's up, YouTube? So, here's my Crested Gecko's cage. There's Kiko the Crested Gecko right there. Just finished eating. Healthy little gecko. He's a juvenile right now. So this cage is pretty good for him. So Crested Geckos are a royal species of reptile. And they're going to need a very long cage that's tall, more than it needs to be wide. So you don't really need any floor space, but you need lots of climbing room. So you should have stuff in there like vines, plants, lots of decor in there so they can climb and hide in the trees. And I have lots of little plants in here. You can get all this stuff you can get from like your pet store, like PetSmart, Petco, wherever you go shopping to get your Crested Gecko stuff. So for substrate, I use coconut husk. They come in blocks like that. You can get them at Petco, PetSmart, wherever you're gonna buy it from. I use 1/5 of it because my floor for this cage isn't that big, and this stuff expands a lot, and it can cover I think it could cover a 40-gallon pretty easily. A whole block could. So you have lots of substrate. So you just need to put it in a bucket of water for like 5 minutes. Then put it in your Crested Gecko's cage. I use a fish net to get the substrate out of the water. For temperatures, they need to be at room temperature, which is like 70 degrees. Anything above that is dangerous for them, so keep it out of the 80s. And just keep it at normal temps. You don't need a light. I just have a light on here to show him off and to show the cage. I have a light on here during the winter times. I just have this light so y'all can see him. I don't use this light on his cage. I use infrared red light like this. And I don't even use lights anymore since it's summer and it's pretty warm in the rooms. I only use it since it gets pretty cold in here during winter. That's when I use my lights for my reptiles. But I don't really use the lights anymore during summer or spring since there's a lot of light coming in through the windows. And it's pretty warm in here. So for feeding, you want to feed them insects like crickets, mealworms, waxworms, any insect they can fit in their mouth, like dubia roaches, stuff like that. You're also going to want to feed them Crested Gecko diet, which is this stuff. It's very healthy for them. It contains all the nutrients and vitamins they need. Just need to put water in there. Don't make it too soupy or too thick. Make it have the texture of baby food. And for feeding them baby food is very unhealthy for them. Has no vitamins, no nutrients, nothing healthy for them. But you can feed them stuff like mashed apricots and mashed bananas. Just pick up a banana, mash it, an apricot, any fruits like that they can eat. I fed him mashed bananas one day, and I just put it in there, his cup of food, and he licks it up pretty good. He won't lick it off my finger, or he won't take it out of my hand. I haven't tried hand feeding him anymore, because I still want to get used to me. They're pretty docile creatures, pretty good. He doesn't run for me anymore when I try to pick him up. And I've had him for about 2 weeks. And he's really calm and very, very sociable. So they're great beginner reptiles, and they can be held, but don't hold them too much. If you want a mammal you can hold a lot, you're a bearded dragon. They love being held and like being out of the cage. But since they're nocturnal, don't mess with them during the daytime. It's the afternoon right now, and it's pretty dark in here, so he's out and about right now. That's when you should feed all your nocturnal animals during the afternoon or at nighttime, when they're just waking up. Also for misting, you're going to mist the cage twice a day or 3 times a day, depending on how well your cage can hold humidity. I have a screen cage to help with ventilation. You're going to have you want to have screen in your cage to help with the airflow, so you don't get mold growing in your cage. Mold is very bad for them; it can cause them to die. So don't directly mist the substrate. Just mist the top of the cage and the sides, and that'll help keep down mold. If you have a mold problem in your cage, a very bad mold problem, don't mist the substrate. And if that's still not helping, just get paper towel and use it as your substrate. Right now, he's lapping up some water from the leaf. And for water, they don't need any water dish. It's optional. They get most of their water from the sides of their cage and from anything that has a water droplet on it. Like what he's doing right now is taking a drink. You just want to spray the sides of the cage and all the decorations in there so you can get some water and they'll lap it up. You're also going to have the humidity at 70 or 80% to help with them shedding. So he's shed once, and when I first bought him, he was in the middle of shedding. And he's a panelist. He has some black spots on him, but other than that, he's pretty beautiful looking gecko. He looks red in this video, but he's more brown. That's because of the lights. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Rate, comment, subscribe.